Hello and welcome to the first official video of Raw Reactions. My name is Sean, and
Laura?
this is our review of Justice League. Now it's worth mentioning first off that there will be spoilers in this video. We'll be talking about the film as if you were there with us watching it. So we'll be talking about great detail. So if you haven't seen it, then click off this video now, add it to your favourites, watch it later, whatever.
Yes, do come back and watch it when you've watched the film.
Yeah. Okay. That being said, let's get into it.
Mhm.
So, Laura, let's let you go first because you don't know as much about comic book
No, you're
lore
more.
as me.
I do like comic book films, but yeah, you know more about it than me
Yeah.
because you play the games. And
So, what was your impression of the film? What did you think?
I did like it. There were aspects in the storyline where it was a bit, it wasn't
It didn't
going
work.
anywhere really. There was some bits I really liked. The Flash bits where he's in slow motion, where he's getting Wonder Woman's sword.
Yeah.
And I did like the bit where Superman, he doesn't remember who he is and he's fighting everyone and the Flash is coming for, and because Flash is like obviously fast, but so is Superman
as well.
He's like got the same power. I do like that.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like there could have, they did rush the Justice League film. They could have done this. I reckon what they should have done is have Aquaman first, then Justice League.
You thought
next year.
you thought they rushed it as in it came out too soon, or
Yeah.
you thought the film itself was rushed?
I think I know they're not going to copy Marvel, but I think Marvel did it better where they did the standalone films first.
They're trying to be different from Marvel, which is obviously a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Marvel's way. It's tried and tested, and people like it, and it's successful. So I don't think there would have been anything bad. I don't think it would have been a bad thing to copy Marvel.
Yeah.
To do what they did, to do the standalone movies first, because that builds up the anticipation. Because you don't have to. I mean, yeah. Because basically, Marvel had 5 films before Avengers.
Yeah.
DC are having basically basically it's 3. I mean, I know they had Man of Steel first, but that was a sort of taster. They basically tried to build up to Justice League with Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and Wonder Woman.
When Man of Steel came out, was the universe even created then? It was just a standalone Superman film at the time.
They made it with the hope that it would be popular enough to build a universe around.
Okay.
So they made it this serious, gritty, down to earth, dark sort of thing. And even though Man of Steel was a great film in my opinion, lots of people didn't respond well to the darkness, the seriousness of it. I mean, there wasn't many jokes in Man of Steel, was there? But yeah, so
I mean, I've seen, except Batman v Superman, I've seen all the DC universe films. I know it didn't receive well, Batman v Superman, but I still want to see it. I know films, obviously. I've seen Justice League now.
Yeah.
But yeah, characters I think stood out was definitely Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's like I felt like you wanted her to be the one to kill the what's the villain's name?
Steppenwolf.
That was it. I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did feel like she should be the one to kill him.
Yeah. What did you think of the post-credit scenes?
The first one was kind of a good, like jokey kind of one.
There's been lots of talk between various nerds who's faster, Superman or the Flash. And although you didn't actually find out,
no, you just leave it to your imagination.
Yeah,
really.
No, that was good. I liked that.
Yeah, I did like how you felt when Superman entered. You felt, he's definitely the strongest out of all of them.
Yeah,
because he has loads of powers.
Yeah,
he's definitely the strongest out of all of them.
He is famously the strongest.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, because he can do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one because I didn't see Batman v Superman, because it was Lex Luthor. But yeah, he's bringing together their version of the Justice League of villains. But
so that was your first taste of Slade Wilson or Deathstroke.
Yeah,
wasn't it? You didn't. You got a bit of a taster. You did. In fact, I think he only said one line, didn't he? But what were your impressions of him? Would you like to see more of him?
I'm not bothered really.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me if he's there or not.
So,
well, I mean, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, they're just setting up Legion of Doom or whatever they're called.
Injustice League. I personally think they're setting up the Injustice League. which
Do you think? Oh, do you think that would be a separate? It wouldn't be a separate movie. That wouldn't work, would it?
I mean, I don't think a separate movie about the Injustice League, like an Injustice League standalone movie, I don't think they should do it. But then I don't think they should do a Joker standalone movie, and they are. I think.
But that's not even part of the universe, isn't it? So,
well, no, but which is again, I really don't think they should do that.
Anyway, so what are your thoughts? You're the one. I've been wanting to wait for your action.
Okay, I liked it.
Yeah?
I really liked it.
Good.
And now it had the bits that I really liked, and there were bits that, like you said, I didn't think worked. The main problem I think it has is that it was rushed. I thought the whole thing was rushed. Basically, because basically Kevin Tsujihara, the CEO of Warner Brothers, he demanded that the film be less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours, and so that made I thought the whole thing just went by too quickly.
That is ridiculous, considering there's 3. If you don't know the comic book films or the DC characters, there's 3 characters on there we don't know.
That you haven't met before.
We don't know. Yeah.
Which
so they have to rush their origin story.
But I think
no, it wasn't even an origin story. You just rushed their background. Yeah.
I think it was rushed, but personally. But I like the characters, and I get other people. I mean, what were your impressions of the villain of Steppenwolf?
Kind of remind me of Thanos a bit.
I mean,
I don't know anything about him. I just know he's an old enemy of the Amazonians and whatever.
Yeah. You didn't. I mean, I didn't think he was as bad as everyone was saying. Because he's got a lot of stick.
Oh, really?
He's got,
I don't know.
I've not
been reading anything, so I don't want to.
No, a lot of people don't like him. But, I mean, I thought, the CGI on his face was a bit off. But other than that, the fact that he wasn't a strong villain, it didn't bother me that much. Because it was a film about the heroes.
Yeah.
It's like when you take The Dark Knight, for example, that film basically revolved around the Joker, which it had to, which is why it worked, because he was such a fantastic character. This film revolves around the heroes, which, and I think that worked. You know, it's the first time all these heroes are coming together in one film, so it needed to focus on them. And so I was okay with the fact that he wasn't the strongest villain. Besides, I think you got to in hopefully the sequels. You'll sort of it will build up and up. The level of threat needs to feel like it's getting bigger and bigger, doesn't it? And if you start off with a smallish villain, sort of not the strongest villain, then that leaves room to grow and for the threat to get bigger in the later Justice League films. Hopefully there will be some.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean so that didn't bother me that much. Although it could have been stronger. CGI could have been better, but I liked the characters as well. Yeah, I mean, I get what everyone's saying. The standouts were Wonder Woman and the Flash, especially. That was I like Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I felt
like you didn't see him as much.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked the character. I thought it was done really well, and I thought they did a really good job of stopping him from being the DC joke. Everyone always makes fun of him. And I liked I saw this in one of the trailers, but I liked they even poked fun of it a bit. They said when Bruce Wayne says, Arthur Curry, I hear you can talk to fish, and he mentions it again. So can you actually talk to fish? That can communicate with the water, or they communicate with the water. Something like that, yeah.
There was a bit, I just remember, there was a bit in the trailer where Alfred is talking to someone, he's like, oh, I knew you would come.
Oh, he said you would come, yeah. I remember.
That was it, yeah.
I noticed that.
I was like, oh, yeah. I thought I would be maybe the post-credit scene.
I think that was cut to make sure it's under 2 hours, personally.
It's annoying.
Because basically, what you get Clark Kent talking to Lois Lane, and her saying, yeah, you should go, the world needs you, go put the suit on. And then the next thing you know, you hear, basically they're about to get beat by a Steppenwolf, and then you hear Superman's voice in the background, sort of saying, you need to drop, he says something, I can't remember, but he says something. And so it jumps from that to that, and I think, that bit was sort of in between that, they had to cut it out. I mean, maybe they thought this way worked better, but,
Yeah, I think everyone thought there might be a cameo from Green Lantern.
I'll tell you what, that reminded me.
Yeah.
I really liked the bit at the beginning. It wasn't at the beginning, but it was when was it Wonder Woman explaining the history to Bruce Wayne
Oh,
of
yeah,
when
yeah,
it was done
yeah.
before that when he came to Earth before, united the three boxes.
Yeah.
And when he was dominating everyone before, and you see the Atlanteans and the Amazonians and men, the tribes of men, you see them together, and I really liked that bit. And you see a Green Lantern there, you see the Greek gods there.
Do you?
Yeah, they said even the gods themselves joined in. And you see someone with a gold arm, I think, firing a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
that was one of the gods.
Oh, okay.
And I wish I knew which gods they were. It doesn't actually say. I remember seeing in the credits
probably
Artemis.
Look it up somewhere.
One of the names in the credits was Artemis, so maybe that god was in there. Yeah, and you obviously, I love the fact that you saw a Green Lantern. It wasn't, it was thousands of years ago, so it wasn't the Green Lantern, but I love the fact that you see a Green Lantern. I love that. So, I mean, I did want a proper Green Lantern in there. It just doesn't feel right without the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I think it's been long enough, since the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern failure. I mean, I don't think Ryan Reynolds was the problem with that film. I think
writers.
I just don't think it was a good film.
Directors.
But yeah, I think it's been long enough. I think they can introduce the Green Lantern. They don't have to wait till 2020, but never mind.
Is that when
they announced it'll be 2020? Yeah, Green Lantern Corps.
If they're still going ahead.
And they've said if they're still going ahead with it all, they said it would be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan in the film, which.
If the characters in Justice League were well received, then surely that's a good nod to do their stand-alone films.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing Aquaman, they may as well do the Flashpoint.
I so want them to do Flashpoint, but I mean, it's only if they make. I mean, it said that they can lose up to between 50 and 100 million on this film. Yeah, and obviously Flashpoint will involve a lot of the same characters.
Yeah.
Now, because we've already seen them in a movie together, like imagine if we had Batman v Superman. After Justice League, you see Batman and Superman fighting together.
Yeah, and they have actually built a relationship. So
Then they start, and then they break him apart. And I think that would be so much stronger. It's like the same reaction that you got from Civil War, when obviously after you film loads of films with them fighting together, and then they break him apart with Civil War. And I think that had quite a strong. Because you knew those characters and you loved them, and then they were fighting, so I think they should have done something like that, but never mind, that's not the case.
So what would you give the film out of 10?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think it was as bad as everyone says. I mean, most people I talked to said they really liked it. I would probably give it. I would give it a 7. Yeah. I'll give it a 7.
I'll probably about the same.
Yeah.
I did like it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I liked Wonder Woman better, maybe, but
Wonder Woman as a film. I liked Wonder Woman, but I think I would have given Wonder Woman an 8. I really liked it. I can't remember what else I was going to say, but the post-credit scenes, the first one was I liked it. I thought it was a good nod to the fans, and tell you what, I liked the Flash's relationship with everybody. I thought he's
just the inexperienced awkward teenager.
I thought I really liked watching the Flash and Superman interact, and because that was the first thing we'd really seen him do it.
I think,
wasn't it?
Like he was sort of like in like shock. He's seeing like such a famous
just looks like the fan. The fanboy who's man. Yeah, I really liked. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That is what the second post-credit scene, Deathstroke and Lex Luthor. That is the kind of thing that I wanted. I wanted them teasing future movies, and I really liked that.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll announce something soon. Anyway.
I'll tell you what else. Jumping back earlier in the film, I really wish I'd seen Superman in the black suit. Because basically, you won't know this, but a black-suited Superman is it was in the comics. It was in the Death of Superman, the comic book. Basically, so in the comic book, Superman dies after fighting Doomsday, and a bunch of other things happen, and he's gone for a long time. And there's 4 other Supermen who claim to be the right one, and then all of a sudden, like months and months later,
Yeah.
Superman turns up with longer hair, like this mullet, and a black suit.
No,
And it was a
yeah.
black suit because black absorbs heat
Mm.
more,
Oh yeah.
and so he got the black suit on to heal,
Mm-hmm.
so he could heal himself. And I wish I'd seen the black suit, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I was alright with how they did it.
Mm.
I was alright with the using the mother box and the Kryptonian ship. I was alright with that. You know, it's a foreign, alien ship with technology that is far beyond ours in the real world. So I completely bought that it could bring him back to life. I'll tell you what, I thought we would get much less Superman.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like more of the end.
I
The
thought
last battle type of thing.
I thought he would turn up at the last minute and wouldn't get him at all, but we got him in the first shot of the film, didn't we?
I actually thought he wasn't actually dead. I did, but as it turns out, he was actually
He was
dead.
dead. Yeah.
I thought maybe. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, the coffin was going to be empty. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. But,
I thought we were going to get a lot less of Superman. I thought he was going to turn up at the very end, but he was in the first shot of the film, wasn't he? On the kid's phone.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, there was all this malarkey about Superman's mustache.
Mm.
Obviously, have you read the story?
Yeah, you've told me.
I thought that I would be able to notice it, and it would bug me every time I saw it. The first shot on the phone, the camera phone, I noticed it then because it was in my mind. I noticed it then. Okay. I thought, that does look a bit weird. I didn't notice it throughout the rest of the film. Mm. So when he comes back to life and everything, and he's fighting, I didn't notice it, and it didn't bother me. Sometimes I was looking for it, but I didn't notice. I thought it looked fine. I don't know what everyone was talking about.
I think we're approaching 17 minutes now, so
yeah, I've still got a few more things to say.
Yeah, okay. People are still listening.
If you're still, maybe you want me to shut up. But no, I thought it was the perfect amount of Superman. I liked that, and I liked, I thought the battle at the, I thought that's the main bit I thought was a bit rushed.
The final battle.
The final battle, I thought that was a bit rushed. I thought they could have done with another 15-20 minutes on the end of the film. I thought it could have been done with being about 15-20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Then the whole film wouldn't have felt as rushed.
They did set up they're going to build the Justice League headquarters. And it said 6 seats, and Wonders were like, oh,
there's room for more.
There's room for more members.
I liked that. Yeah. No,
like,
I thought they did a really good job of teasing future films, but keeping the film about what it's about what it's supposed to be about. Because that was what they did wrong in Batman v Superman. They tried to put too much into it. They tried to rush it, and it ended up being a 2.5-hour film filled with these things. Not focusing enough on the actual plot. And that was a problem that a lot of people had, I think.
They've never actually referred to Wonder Woman as Wonder Woman yet. They've just always called her Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't refer to her acting the Wonder Woman film either.
Didn't they?
No, not in this film. Not that I noticed.
That.
No one called her Wonder Woman.
Well, that didn't bother me. Maybe sort of in the media when she becomes, because obviously, as Bruce Wayne says, you turned away from humanity. After you lost your boyfriend, you left it for 100 years. So no one had heard of her. So I think now that she's coming back into the spotlight,
maybe she'll get
the media just like this. The media gave Superman his name, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think that's what will happen with Wonder Woman. That's what I think. So I really liked it. I liked it, and I think it deserved better. I think it deserved better than 40%. I did.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes 40%.
Maybe Aquaman will be better.
I trust James Wan. I do. Because obviously what he said, the one conversation we had underwater with Mera and Aquaman, they had to create this air bubble, so that they could talk. And what James Wan has said, he hasn't said how, but he said, don't worry about that. I've got that sorted. So obviously,
why did they create that bubble anyway?
So that they could talk.
Well, in private,
No, so that they could talk.
Well,
I assume because.
But can't they breathe underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we'll save it.
But that's what they've said. I know. That's what they've said though. That's what James Wan has said. Yeah. He said that he's going to He said, don't worry about it, because obviously it's inconceivable. Every time they want to talk, to create an air bubble, you know. So
Yeah,
he said he's not gonna. He said he's not gonna do that. But,
I
yeah,
expect we'll get a trailer for it soon.
I reckon like halfway through next year.
Yeah, maybe a teaser soon. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You seem pretty eager to end it because it is going on 20 minutes now.
Well, if people are still listening to us,
if you're still listening
20
to me
minutes,
talk, yeah.
First video.
Right. Yeah. Hope you liked the video. Yeah. Click the subscribe button and
give us a like. It helps.
Yeah.
So build our channel up.
Let us know what you think. All right. Thanks very much.
See you later.
Bye.